Mr. Available, ready to play him John Pat. So he was kind of our fall to come in. I got hymns every week, and I don't know music. So, and I give the hymns to David, and he was just good enough, he could just pound them out on the piano. And we just didn't have anyone willing to come forward out of the, they were, some of you guys were in the woodwork, but it was never a practice to come out. And we really started praying that the Lord would bring us some musically inclined people and see where we are today. And it's a real testimony to the answered prayer.
We got an accordion.
Huh?
Not to mention you enlisted 2 children.
Yeah.
We prayed some of them up.
Yeah.
3. You got 3.
The third one plays. It's hard to tell. They look exactly.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am a child. Yes, I know.
So,
I've got a lot of
Probably
video.
a child of David.
Yeah, like a video to confirm that you are, man. So.
I mean, it's been, really neat to see Jeremy, you, Barbara, got to step out and come up, and Thomas, you, and
I didn't even
Dave,
know
you
it was hard.
playing now, Courtney, and all these people, and of course the Lord brought Nathan and Brooke to us. And that was a huge, huge blessing, really got us rolling. And we didn't put that specifically in the job description, but in my mind, it was part of the job description.
We pulled the Jedi mind trick on me.
I've had it like as a secondary, it would be really nice to have. So,
Yeah.
my filter, it's like, this is going to be part of this.
Yeah.
So I was really eager to have just kind of the philosophy of worship shared and really propagated. Nathan's really done a very good job of doing that. It's been very encouraging to think that, what is worship? Worship, it's not something we go to on Sunday morning because we have to. For a lot of people, that's what it is. But it's not what it's meant to be. Think about what is worship. What's worship outside the context of Sundays in church? When you think about worship, you worship something that's amazing, beautiful. And what do you do when you worship? You call attention to it. You want everybody to see it. You want to somehow shout it from the rooftop. You see if you're into cars and you see Lamborghini drive by, you don't see those very often.
I've seen DeLorean every once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, a couple times.
I don't know if
Pull this down the street.
DeLorean.
I do. Come on. You get to 88 miles an hour. I don't know what's going on.
I saw today. I saw this yellow DeLorean drive by.
That would be good.
If it was, you want to tell the world. You want everybody to be able to share that joy with you. And that's kind of a good example of worship. And so we're trying to capture and help everyone that comes here be able to put their voices to something in a way that's presented as an offering to God. We are being reminded that God is great. And so what we want to do as a corporate body is we want to give our excellence to God. We're not here for each other. We benefit. But we're really here for God's. He's called us together, formed us as a body. That's why we're coming together as a body, because He's knit us together. The fact that we come together is something that glorifies Him. So we come to strive for excellence, and not just performing for the congregation, but in drawing that out of the congregation so that they participate in worship. So it's a big deal, obviously. And there's nothing worse than going to church service, in my opinion, and having the music just make you cringe. It's like, how do you worship? It's just a big distraction.
It was the second time I played. He was about there.
I'll give you an example. When I was in Oklahoma still, there was a little church out in the country, and for a while they didn't have a pastor, so I'd go out there every other week for probably about 6 or 8 months. I can't remember how long. Every other week I was the preacher. They had about 20, 25 people, if even that many. Ben went with me at times. He'd come with me. Mercer would come with me. Ben came a couple times and he'd just crawl underneath the pews.
It made that face.
And they had a lady who play piano, kind of. And when I come, I was everything. I was the worship leader. I was the song leader. I was the liturgy leader. I was the preacher. I was everything. And So it was one of those, I cringed. Just thought, this is painful. This is just not, I do not feel like I'm giving God an offer. But Lord, I think we've come to a place of worship where I genuinely feel like I'm offering God. I don't know. I look around and sometimes I don't see everybody singing, because just naturally I've never gotten that happen. Somehow we have to pull them out of that. But I do. You know, I think we've gotten to a place of excellence in our music. That doesn't mean we are appealing to everybody's preferences. I'm not talking about cringing because they don't like the preference. I'm talking about cringing because of the quality. It's a big difference. You know, I can cringe, I guess, about some music styles I don't really like, but if it's done with quality, I can't help but at least appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. You take it.
So, you know, as long as people can appreciate excellence in what they're doing. Well, anyway, I just wanted to say that I'm really encouraged, especially to see where Nathan's brought us to and is ready to hand us off. But, you know, Ron and I were reflecting when we were telling our kids that Caricos are going. It was, you know, shocking for them. And Fenton was pointing out how you used handed off stuff or something. And when we started thinking about it, really, this whole last year, I don't know if he meant to or not, but he's really been handing off all this work. You know, the providence of God. He's been doing that. So it's been really good to see God's caring for us. So we leave, it's not just an add on.
That's good.
So I want to continue for that. And we're still going to wish you so much. Your friendship and your skills, obviously, too. Anyway, just want to say thanks. And I'm very encouraged to see where we're going. And in terms of, I am available as much as need be for, you know, liturgy and worship. And I may occasionally try to come and just offer, if I have any, you know, notes or anything, suggestions, hey, you know, let's try to work on this seamlessness, or let's try something a little different here, if that's okay. We used to do that through Nathan, always at the office, but sadly, I'll do it with you guys out here. And that's because I do want to interject occasionally some variety. I don't want it to be the stiff structure every single time. So, I mean, we may have the same basic structure, but mixing up some of the elements, for example, the praise time, maybe that becomes more fluid. And we may even get to the place where occasionally the call to worship is a song, or a confession of sin is a song. Like last week I heard the song that Trey didn't read the confession of faith, but the song itself was a confession. You know, there's times like that, but that's okay. Let's do that. Because it's kind of like having a responsive reading for your confession, which you do anyway sometimes. So listen, you know, we'll mix it up like that and use music for the elements of worship. You know, I mean, a lot of churches do that already. They just don't communicate. That's what they're doing. The only difference I would want to do is help people understand that the music is not just music filling time, that it's facilitating the flow of worship. You know, flow of worship being a representation of the gospel every week. There's a dialogue with God. God calls us into His presence. We respond with awe, and then woe. He pardons us. You know, we respond with praise, and then commitment. So that's really a flow, and that's what we do every week. It's kind of reenacting the gospel story. And music really helps us to do that. So it's very important. Yes, I appreciate you. That's it.